Constellation is a super rare rarity battle cruiser from the Eagle Union, and is a part of the Lexington class of battle cruisers, which eventually became the Lexington class of aircraft carriers for USS Lexington and Saratoga. She's only available from the Light Chasing Sea of Stars banner at a timer of 4 hours, 16 minutes, and 30 seconds during the Light Chasing Sea of Stars event, which runs from the 21st of December 2023 to the 3rd of January 2024. Constellation was one of 6 proposed battle cruisers to be made in response to the Japanese Kongo class in 1911. The definitive design of the Lexington class changed from 10 14-inch guns and 18 5-inch guns with a max speed of 65 km per hour up to 8 16-inch guns and 16 6-inch guns with a speed of 62 km per hour. The requested speed with such large ships was only achieved in much smaller ships, such as destroyers, and would require intensive planning for both a power plant that could power such a vessel, while also taking into account the stress on the structure from the ocean and combat. Eventually, 4 of the 6 ships were cancelled and scrapped to comply with the relatively recent Washington Naval Treaty, with Lexington and Saratoga being converted to the U.S. Navy's first fleet carriers. Saratoga was chosen over Constellation due to Saratoga being roughly 35% finished, while Constellation was roughly 23% finished. In her character art, Constellation wears a white and navy blue open-back dress with short white skirt and white, blue, and iridescent ribbons behind her, a white hairband that has parts that stick out from the side of her head, and a sort of halo above her head, one white elbow glove on her left hand, and mismatched color thigh highs. The one on her left leg, being white, has 2 holes, one on her heel and the other on her knee pit, and a sort of holographic shackle around her ankle, while the one on her right is dark navy blue and only has a hole on the toes. Her rigging consists of large structures beneath her that encompass both her dress's tail and a sort of wing structure underneath her, with 2 floating armaments to her sides. The structure beneath her floats underneath and has a double-barrel naval cannon on either side of her, while the armaments to her sides are both navy blue, white, and have gold accents, with the white and gold pieces resembling either wings or flower petals, and both having the same double-barrel naval cannon. There is also Constellation's hull number, CC2, on the armament to her left. Her animated outfit for the event is called Galaxy's Finest, and is available from the skin shop for 980 gems, or from the rental shop at the cost of 1 rental ticket. In the outfit, Constellation wears a light blue bunny suit with white stockings and a white thigh high on her left leg, white cuffs, white bunny ears, and a white collar with light blue ribbon. She holds a drink tray with a glass and a few bottles in her right hand, looking down at the commander. Falling down towards the commander are holographic ace cards. To her right is a manju, and behind her is a fully stocked bar, 4 visible bar stools, and a large chandelier. In her voice lines, voiced by Iori Saiki, who also voices King Halo in Uma Musume, Vanilla in Nekopara, Tsubaki in Quintessential Quintuplets, Kano Minami in Quad S Dynazenon, and Julia in Realist Hero, Constellation, unsurprisingly, loves astronomy.
無限の光年を超え、澄んだ夜空に輝く星々。眼で確かめ、瞳で見届け、天の空のきらめきを抱きしめてこそ、人のロマン。指揮官、歴神特級巡洋戦艦、コンステレーションから挨拶を。ペナントナンバー CC2、コンステレーション。姉妹艦と共に歩めなかったのはいささか残念だった。出番を待ち遠しくしながら、いつしか星空を眺めるのが日課に。指揮官、母校の星空はどんなものなのかな。ほー、おかえりなさい、指揮官。ちょっぴり気が抜けているように見える？ごめん。 昨日流星群を待機していたらつい。これぐらい平気だから安心して。指揮官は散歩中？私？コンステレーションは星を待って。そうじゃなくて、風を浴びて気分転換しているだけだよ。委託組の仲間たちが戻ってきた。チャンスがあったら私も遠くに行きたい。灯火から離れた海の夜空、天体観測には最適のはず。雲が集まってきた。星々はもういない。初心者に勧める天体観測ロケーション、公園か山頂かな。空いてる郊外、離れの浜辺もよし。一番勧めるロケーションといえば、なかなか選びづらいね。星が見える、より遠い空の、星々の輝きが暗くなっていく。指揮官、新しい任務があるよ。ついでに天文誌を持ってきてもいいって？もちろん。この感じ、例えるならば星々との開口。壮大で、おおらかで、高揚させてくれる。本日の星座運勢チャンネルって指揮官は知っている？それを運営しているのは、実はこのコンステレーションなんだよ。どう？指揮官も今日の運勢を確認してみる？夜は星を眺めて、昼は休んでばかり。仲間たちの集いに参加できないことが惜しまれる。でも、どうしたらいいかわからない。星を眺めるときに頭の上のものが邪魔にならないかって？うん。実は消すこともできるよ。ほら、こうやって、星空を眺め、正解を歩む。
At level 125 with max affinity and enhancements, Constellation has 8,574 HP, 424 firepower, 183 torpedo, 428 AA, 172 reload, 41 evasion, medium armor, 33 speed, 70 accuracy, 50 luck, and consumes 14 oil. Constellation has 2 skills, with the skills focusing on firing barrages and dealing damage. Constellation's first skill, Scaling Spiral, at level 10, when Constellation fires her main gun, there's an 80% chance to trigger a special barrage. She gets plus 20% proc chance for this barrage, raising it to 100% proc chance when she fires her main guns, when she has an Eagle Union equipment equipped. Her second skill, Soaring Star Chaser, at level 10, gives Constellation plus 20% firepower and accuracy. She also deals plus 10% more damage to enemy ships who have less speed than herself, said speed being 33. This raises her stats to, without equipment or skills, 509 firepower and 84 accuracy. The recommended equipment for Constellation is the prototype twin 457mm Mark A main gun mount for high armor-piercing shelling damage and low reload time for quicker procs on her first skill, the prototype twin 137mm Mark I dual-purpose main gun mount for the best auxiliary destroyer gun, the twin 40mm Bofors ST-AAG for the best main fleet AA gun, the Type 1 AP and super heavy shells for buffs to crit damage and chance, and the Officer's Sword for a buff to her own evasion and accuracy, as well as increasing the main fleet's firepower by plus 20 for 10 seconds when she fires her first volley. Constellation is the type of battle cruiser where, if you get her reload to be quick enough, she'll be slinging out special barrages left and right like it's no one's business. Her first skill already has a high proc rate at 80% when she fires her main gun, but the special barrage will be guaranteed whenever she fires her main gun if she has any Eagle Union equipment equipped, such as the super heavy shell auxiliary equipment or the twin 457mm main gun. The damage she deals is raised further by her second skill, which not only buffs her firepower and accuracy, but also does plus 10% more damage against enemies with a speed stat that is less than 33. But outside that, there's nothing really unique about Constellation. Comparing her to other SSR battle cruisers such as Brunhild, Amagi, or Hood, while their efficiencies and stats are roughly in the same ballpark as each other, their skills, at least in my opinion, do much more. Amagi and Brunhild have good support skills, while Hood is, again in my opinion, better at shelling and barrages. All Constellation has is a barrage that procs when she fires her main guns, like the other three, and doing 10% more damage to enemies slower than her. And I'm personally not aware of enemy speed, but I don't think there's going to be that many enemies out there that have 32 speed or lower. Unless that also applies to enemies who are stopped because their speed is set to 0. But how many ships out there stop other ships? Probably not that much. Regardless, Constellation is neither good nor bad. She's actually overall quite fine, but what puts her down is the better choices available for other SSR battle cruisers, and more importantly, SSR and UR battle ships, who have much better skills and barrages than her, such as the 3 previously mentioned battle cruisers, Brunhild, Amagi, or Hood, or the PR ships, Odin and Prince Ruprecht. Feel free to build her if you want, but I recommend allocating those resources to someone you'll get more use out of. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter for updates, and please check out my other videos covering the Light Chasing Sea of Stars event for Azur Lane.